Hello, dear students. Today we will start with Semester 2 Social Study, Lesson 1 Water, Wealth and Agriculture. Dear students, look at these two pictures. Spot the difference between the two. If you look at the first picture, what do you see? You see that there is no rain and no crops. Look at the second picture. It is raining and there is crops, and people are so happy. What do we learn from these pictures? We learn that water is very important for agriculture. Water is extremely essential for all forms of life. Yes, water is very important for all living beings. No living beings can survive without water. Though 70% of the earth is covered with water, not all the water is suitable for drinking and agriculture. Ocean and sea water are salty. We require fresh water. Rainwater is the purest form of fresh water. Rivers, rain-fed and snow-fed, and lakes are the main sources of fresh water. Now, if you look at the globe, you will see that the earth is almost covered with water. 70% of the earth is covered with water, but then all the water is not suitable for drinking and agriculture because ocean and sea water are salty. We need fresh water for drinking and agriculture. Now, where do we get this fresh water? We get this fresh water from rain, rivers and lakes. In India, we have only a few lakes in the mountainous regions, but we have many rivers across the country. Farming is carried out around this river without much difficulty. Even though we have few lakes in the mountainous regions in India, farming can be carried out in India without much difficulty because there are many rivers in India. However, even in places where there are non-perennial rivers or no rivers, people have managed to settle down and practice farming. Let us see how cultivation is made possible in these regions. Irrigation. In olden times, farmers depend only on rain to raise their crops. Since rains are uncertain in India, various types of irrigation, underline the word irrigation methods are practiced here. Wells, tanks, canals, and dams are used to irrigate crops. In olden days, farmers did not know how to use wells, tanks, canals, and dams for irrigation, so they depend only on rains. But these days, we use wells, tanks, canals, and dams for irrigation. So, tube wells. A tube well is a long tube that is inserted into the ground till it reaches the groundwater table. Tube wells are dug where sufficient groundwater is available. Water is drawn from the wells with the help of pumps. So, this tube well is a long tube that is inserted into the ground, and this water inside the ground are drawn with the help of pumps. That is tube wells. Tube well is used for irrigation. Then tank irrigation. Tank is a reservoir, underline reservoir, of any size. It stores rainwater for irrigation. Tank irrigation is very old system of irrigation practice in villages of India. Tank irrigation depends entirely on rainfall. It gets dried up when there is no or minimal rainfall during the year. So tank reservoir is also entirely depend on rain. If there is no rain, there will be no water to store in the tank. Tank irrigation is used by farmers. Canals. A canal is an artificial water course of a river. Underline the word artificial. Canals can take water from rivers to areas where there are no rivers. Canals are the most important source of irrigation in India. A canal is an artificial waterway constructed to allow the passage of boats and ships inland or to convey water for irrigation. We also get water for drinking from a canal. Some of the canals in our country are Sylhet Canal, the Indira Gandhi Canal, the Buckingham Canal, and the Yamuna Canal. The next one is dams. You have seen these dams. We have Khugha Dam. Dams. Dams are not new to us because we have Khugha Dam in our hometown. I believe you have visited these dams and see how it is constructed. Dams are strong, high walls built across a river. A reservoir is built behind a dam where flood water gets collected during the rainy months. This water is taken through canals for irrigation. Dams are useful to us in many ways, so these dams are called multipurpose projects. Some of the major uses of dams are given below. They provide water for irrigation. They control flooding of rivers during heavy rains. Canals built across dams can be used for transportation. Ship or boats can go on a canal. They are used for rearing fish. Yes, we get many fish from dams. We get fish from Khugha dams as well. Electricity is produced by dams. Dams serve as a center of tourist attraction. So yes, we used to visit different types of dams in our states also, and many people used to go to Khugha dams on weekends to relax. The following table lists some of the major multipurpose projects built by the Government of India. Krishna Rajasagara KRS Dam, built on river Kaveri. It is in the state of Karnataka. Mittur Dam is built on river Kaveri. It is in the state of Tamil Nadu. And Hirakud Dam is built on river Mahanadi in Odisha state. Bakra Nagar Dam is built on river Sutlej in the state of Punjab. Nagarjuna Sagar Dam is built on Krishna River in the state of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Now, water conservation. Water is the most important natural resources. It is therefore essential to conserve, underline the word conserve, water and prevent its pollution. Water is very important. We have learned many uses of water and the importance of water. So, here are a few measures to be taken to conserve water. Avoid leakage. Underline the word leakage of water from taps. If there is a leakage of taps, many water will be wasted, so we have to repair the leakage of water from taps. Close taps after use. If we do not close the taps, many water will be wasted again. Store rainwater for household use. Rainwater can be stored in a tank or either in a syntax so that we can use this rainwater after the rain. Ensure that garbage and industrial and chemical waste are disposed of carefully to avoid water pollution. Now, these garbages are dustbin. We tend to throw this garbage near a river. This pollutes the water. We dirtied the water and the water cannot be used for anything. So we should not throw our garbage near the water. So we have to preserve water. We will continue the rest of the lesson in the next class.